Welcome back to Andertons TV.
Hola.
There is only one thing missing from this video before we get started.
It's Mini John!
It's Mini John!
Yay!
Correct! Because for the next 20 minutes or so, my pronouns will be John and Maya. And we are going to show you the new Silver Sky SE. I say new, it's just new colours, right?
Yeah.
New colours and a new board, a new fretboard. So
that's exciting.
Round about this time last year, maybe a little earlier than now, the guitar market received the first of the Silver Sky SEs.
Yeah.
Biggest selling guitar of 2022, according to various trade magazines and stuff, but we certainly sold a lot of them. 4 colours with a Rosewood board from last year. So now what we've got are 5 new models. I think you can still get the old models, by the way. In fact, if 1 or 2 of the colours are on some exceptional deals. Yeah. But anyway,
Dragon fruit.
So we have got 3 maple boards, which are the sort of new ones. Yeah. I've got the colours over here. I shall tell you the official names, and then 2 Rosewood boards.
I would say these kind of hogs back to the first original colours that came out of the
I'm glad you said that. Yes, there was that sort of mushroomy coloured one, wasn't there? This is an American Silver Sky in tungsten, and we'll be doing a sort of a comparison between that and a Silver Sky for you. But
yeah, look, that was the first. I remember playing this the first time they brought one out, and that was the round for us to try out, and it was the black one.
Shall we do our homage to Jean Jam? Woo! Nobody saw those. Now, we like the Silver Sky after all the controversy of its original release died down and everybody just went, it's a nice guitar, what's wrong with that? Exactly. Yes, it is inspired by, the Fender Stratocaster, but, it's got enough tweaks and differences to make it stand in its alone, and it's now got a growing fan following, right? I don't mean like out there, man. Fans like Pete and I mean proper guitar players that play Silver Skies instead of Fender Strats. So
there's plenty of room with
we've seen recently, right? Philip Sayce playing them recently.
Sayce playing it, yeah.
We know that Ariel gets one out every so often. Yeah. And the guitar.
Eric Krasno plays one, yeah. There's lots of people out there that plays them that are not necessarily, I don't think they're playing it because it's a Johnny Mayer signature. I think they're just playing it because it's a great guitar.
It's a great guitar.
And it feels nice and it sounds good and it's just something different than, your old Fender. Now, so
here is the blurb. I always love reading a bit of PRS blurb because whoever does their marketing writes so beautifully.
I think Paul does it all himself,
Probably. Do you know it was 2018 that the guitar first came out, the American one? It's 5 years ago, man.
It is a long time ago. The video we did is up here. And while you're down there, please like and subscribe.
We need an updated cardboard cutout of John. I'm feeling this is very much like a Born and Raised era sort of John Mayer. We need the sort of more solo tour one.
We can do one of all 3 of us in that picture we've got.
That's true. So, look, if you're not familiar with the Silver Sky specs, okay, it is a 22 fret, 25.5-inch scale length bolt-on guitar. Uses the 635 JM carve and an 8.5-inch fretboard radius. That reminds me, that was the difference between the SE Silver Sky and the full fat American Silver Sky.
Yeah, exactly.
What else have we got here? We got the 635 JM S style pickups. We've got the tuner, the dual fulcrum tuner that he always has set up so it rests on the body rather than floats.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
I'm a floater fan, as you know.
Oh, he's got 4. You are a floater fan. You are. That's right. You've got 4 actually. I see
4 springs.
4 springs. The 5 in the other one.
Comes with a nice gig bag, which I shall just lean over here and show you. grey to match Pete's natural hair colour.
And my mood. Shots fired.
10 to 46.
I know. I'm you want to dye your hair.
10 to 46
strings. Comb colour into it.
There we go. Anyway, so that's it. Now,
do you think John
new finishes. I don't know if he does. Does he? I don't think he does. I think he's
got good hair, man.
He has.
I think he's got, and it's down here as well.
Yet again, I've got a black and white printer here, so I can't actually see what colours anything is.
But these are the
we've got it here. So,
yep.
With the maple neck, the colours are Overland Grey.
That's this one here. I'll hold
It's interesting because the Overland Grey and the one with the Rosewood board is a slightly different tint of grey. Yeah. Multi-colours, levels of grey.
50 shades of grey.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's going for.
Tungsten, Overland Grey, and 50 shades of. Nylon Blue.
That's the one you've got on your lap.
I was looking for that one. Yeah. Nylon Blue, which is less blue, right?
I like that
it was. I thought that was maybe
greeny?
A sort of a greeny colour, but nylon blue.
No, I like that colour.
And Summit Purple.
Yeah. Summit, baby. Summit.
I'm telling you now, 100% that's for you.
I think it is.
I know it is.
Yeah, I think he's made that just for the
and then on the Rosewood board one, the two colours are Storm Grey and Piano Black.
And those are the ones that really reminds me of when they first came out, these colours, right?
More mushroomy, sort of pastel grey kind of vibe, whereas...
That's the classic one, isn't it?
And this is tungsten. So this is the American one, which has a more of a metallic vibe, whereas these are a slightly sort of flatter finish. What can we tell you about? Let's revisit this 635 carve.
As far as I'm aware, it's half 63 and half 64 Strat.
So like 63.5.
Yeah,
that transition era.
It's a transition era with the neck, and you know, it's not a small neck by means. I think it's definitely it's a bit more
the
substantial.
Fatter end of your Strat.
It's
neck,
substantial,
isn't it?
yeah, and I really like it. You know, it grows on you. I think the first time you pick one of these up, you go, "Ooh, that could be a little bit big for me." But when you play it, it's just spot on.
I think if you're used to that modern C60s era Fender carve, you probably are going to feel like you got a little bit more meat, a little bit more chunk in your hands. But as Pete and I regularly experience, it's one of those differences that's enough to make you go, ooh, when you first pick it up. But like,
once you play it,
60 seconds into the playing, you're just like, yeah, I like it. It's all good.
And I think, as we keep saying, back then it was all hand-carved stuff. So maybe the guitar that John had was a certain carve, and he really liked that, and that was the one he got on with. Yeah. And then he went, "This is the one neck I want. Make that." And that was just between those two eras. And the same with the pickups. That's between the two times. And it's a great guitar, man. Satin feeling neck now. I feel
it's a little bit roly.
It's a bit roly-poly on here.
I think the rolled edges on here are enough to keep me happy, and not
not enough to offend me.
Exactly that.
That's lovely. It's got a scarf joint on the neck, so same as the as a full fat core range.
I mean that again, that's a big difference between a Fender Strat wouldn't have that angled back headstock. So you get a little slightly different kind of tension over the nut compared to a Strat. Yeah. Like most other Paul Reed Smith guitars would be, Yeah. So,
and the funny thing that I remember that when we did the first video, this carve here and this carve here is actually the Fender. I don't know where we have one. That was one of the things that bit here and this bit here. You see that? It's the same. So when he was holding his hand, he liked to have that thing. So he was doing that with his thumb in the same around that one there. This is a 64. So
nice.
So anyway, lots of cool things. I mean, there's videos all over the internet about these guitars. They've been, and we've had them before, and we've done them before. We haven't done these ones with the maple necks.
Let's just do the comparisons then. So let's see, can we, is there that sort of audible difference between a Rosewood board and a maple board that the internet loves to argue about whether truly exists or not, or whether it's just in your mind? And then let's compare to a full fat American one. So, or do you just want to give us some basic tones?
I mean, I can give you some basic tones really quickly on the neck pickup. I'm reaching for the arm that wasn't there. And the classic. It feels really nice, man, I must say. That's the middle position. There's no pedals on at all, just straight into the amp. I mean, I never use the arm, so I wouldn't use it.
Speaking of never using the arm, I saw something on Instagram the other day that was a little kind of mini, like a surfboard shaped sort of roundy thing that sits in here. So and you can kind of just do sort of this with it. I thought that was kind of cool. I need to look into that. I thought that appealed. But anyway.
It's a fad, man. It's a fad. Here is the bridge. Well, you know, it sounds familiar, doesn't it? Let's put a bit of a... So
what's that? Have you got a new pedal?
This is the Grittador. This is
when
the new...
did you get that?
Ages ago, and I just found it, and it's like I'm so sorry if any of from Brown Amplification.
This is the Brown Amplification Tube
version
Screamer.
of the Tube Screamer, yeah. So that's the Grittador.
Honestly, I'm so excited because like you just can't find Tube Screamer clones anymore.
No, exactly. That's why I'm just looking around the room, going,
please,
I
somebody
need
make a Tube Screamer clone.
So yeah, here it is.
I tell you what though, Brown Amplification makes some of the best pedals, don't they?
I love them. I love them. They are good. It's got that. And actually that pedal has got it too, doesn't it?
I like the pedal.
Yeah. Middle position. He's just checking it out.
I just turned his head so he could see the licks you were doing in case he wanted to steal any of them.
Musician police in the corner just looking at me playing bad blues licks again. I'm just going to put a Cali 76 on. Sounds great, man.
Can I tell you what I really like?
What?
Like, I really, really like. I like that they've matched the colour of the inlay to the truss rod cover and the tuners on the maple neck.
I know, they're great, aren't they?
That is a touch.
Yeah.
I actually think the inlays,
grey,
especially on this colour as well, I think the inlays are my favourite, even over the outlined ones that are on the American ones. Yeah. Nice.
Man, you know what? It's for an entry-level guitar. I know they're not cheap now. You know, I know they've gone up in price, and it is what it is.
Hasn't everything?
Everything's gone up in price.
Inflation for you.
Absolutely. I mean, my price nowadays is at least £2.50 per day. These, it just feels really nice, man. You know.
So let's now do the challenge.
And this colour, of course, man. We haven't, you know.
What is this? Summit Purple.
Summit Purple.
Is that the summit of a mountain? I see. Like the Zen.
Right. Anyway, man, it sounds great. You know, I really think it's a good guitar. It plays so nicely.
There's a blindfold there. Actually, it says John on it, so that when John is next here, he's got his own custom-made blindfold.
And why would we put him blindfolded? Did you know just?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm not sure you wanted.
So let's just. I don't even know why are we blindfolded. I know. So I'm blindfolding you, and I'm passing you guitars, and you've got to tell me if you've got a rosewood one or a maple one. I will give you guitars with no tremolo arms on them. I'm also going to give you guitars that you haven't touched yet so that you can't feel the residual heat in the neck. So the first one...
Is it in tune though? That's what we need
Oh, well, that's true. I mean, that's...
It should be.
Hang on, let me just check.
It should be. Yeah.
Is that rosewood or maple?
That is... Yes, it is.
I don't know if anything's turned up. Well, it doesn't matter. There's no... You know they're silver skies, so...
Wow, that's a punchy one.
Wow, that is punchy.
no idea.
I
think it's Rosewood.
Was that punchy in a Rosewood kind of way or punchy in a maple kind of way?
Well, it's punchy in a kind of way.
Beep, 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 beep.
Your compressor is on, Pete, by the way.
Yeah, I know, that's fine. I want it on. I think this is maple, the other one is Rosewood. I don't know, but... It's got this. Can I have the other one again? Oh, another one.
Are you saying that because one feels different to the other, or just audibly?
There's a spank in there, plus there is a...
Oh my god, the internet's just got on fire! You
the
can't tell the difference! Silences!
And it's completely wrong, isn't it? Honestly, I can't feel anything when I do that.
Okay, listen. So, I'm not telling you whether you were right or wrong, but what I know the internet will be going, yeah, but he can feel it, he can feel it, he can feel it. So give me the guitars. I'm going to play them now.
Honestly, this feels smooth, so, if you feel it like it, but who knows, man?
Who knows, man? I mean, right, so what I'm going to do now, same guitar, so you can, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to play...
But that's the thing.
2 guitars, and now you're going to tell me if you can hear a difference in the sound.
Give one back, please. Just give it a sort of a... Do like an A chord, barred A chord, and just do the top. Hang on, have I got my reverb off here? There you go.
How does it look at that? He's literally like, it's like being in a room with.
Is it off? I hit that, didn't I?
You turned the Lex on.
I don't know. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to turn my reverb off.
It's on your amp, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's an extra reverb on top.
No, that's it. Off.
Okay.
No, you've just turned it back on again.
Oh.
Now you're pressing the wrong button. Just go slightly. That's it.
That's
it. I tell you, this reminds me of a joke or something I read on the internet the other day. It's like
it's like me having.
What was the punchline will become relevant as to what I thought. So, but I read this thing. Was Cilla Black? Was Barry White? Was Marvin Gaye? Because Stevie Wonder's. Anyway, boo, dad joke. Anyway. So that was one guitar.
I just want to. Four top strings, A chord. Just
four top strings, A chord.
Okay. Maple. Oh, hang on. Just play normally stuff.
Oh, okay. So right, I'm staying with the second guitar.
Yeah.
Just don't talk, everybody. We're just going to literally have this, and I'll swap back again. I go neck pickup. Back pickup. Change guitar.
Sometimes Rosewood is actually brighter.
Neck pickup. What the f*** have you just pressed on then? Honestly, Stevie Wonder would do a better job. Hold on. Back pickup.
I mean, the thing says the first was maple and the first was Rosewood and this was maple, but it could be 2 different guitar setups, slightly different in the pickups.
Furious comments now coming in, going, I told you so, you can't tell the difference. So yeah, you got it right the first time, wrong the second time. So while you were playing, you can take your blindfold off now, by the way. While you were playing, you went, Rosewood, maple, and then when you weren't playing, you said this was maple, that was Rosewood.
I said this many times, man. I said many times in the videos before. I said sometimes Rosewood is actually a brighter because it can be harder than maple is. That's my opinion sometimes.
Yeah, but you. What I'm saying is, you changed your mind between when you were playing And when you
Actually, I said it first, and then I changed it back again with this one as well.
Well, now I'll pass you a spade. You can dig yourself a bigger hole if you
Yeah,
want to.
I've got a hole ready for me and you guys as well. I've got a massive hole out the back.
So there we are, conclusively proving that the debate about whether wood makes a difference can rage on forever. Yeah. Let's hear it
but
versus
it does, though.
the
It does.
American one.
It does.
One American guitar.
American Hot. Can I have my cable?
You can have a cable, yeah.
Thanks.
And then we'll just shoot that out against. Don't need to be blindfold anymore. You can just decide whether you.
So it's easier when I play a very different way from you anyway. I go more. You know, so that's why I could probably hear differently, because you're not playing it well enough.
That's what it is. That's basically, I'm just...
So what do you want me to do next?
So John Mayer tells me I can't tell the difference between a Dumble and a regular amplifier because I'm not a good enough guitar player. You tell me I can't tell the difference between Rosewood and Mo because I'm not a good enough guitar player. I was going to chop my own fingers off and just go and play the trumpet instead.
You can sell them on eBay, actually, your fingers. I'm sure you'll get about £4.50 for them.
After you've played these two...
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you, because you can't tell from the knobs or the switches or anything like that.
Do you think you can?
No, there's no.
This is. Oh man, we can try it. It's great. It's nice and dark in the colour.
Right, put your blindfold back on, Mr. Pete.
For God's sake!
Whilst Pete's doing that, you on the internet decide: are we giving him this grey one or this grey one?
Identify as John.
Grey, grey. Give him the grey one. You know what? Pete was saying, like he thinks he can tell a difference from the sort of. I don't know. They're both satin finish. We'll see.
I don't know, man. There's nothing to tell those two guitars apart, is there?
The price tag.
Yeah, price. This is definitely the core, the full fat American one. I'm playing all just the classic cliche.
It's great.
Just.
That very first note you played there is banned in the John
It is in
Mayer
the
School of
universe.
Licks.
Yeah.
Right.
School of
Come on. So. No. Oh, Gordon Bennett. There we are. No. Oh, Christ. Right, you're done.
You're fine.
But I'm just going to say that I can't see anything. Yeah, this is the cheap one. This is the SE.
How do you know?
There's a thing. Can I take it more?
Yeah, of course you can.
There's a little slightly different in the neck, but there's also a dynamic range. What?
You got stuff all over your face.
Oh, no. There's a dynamic range between in the pickups, which I could, maybe it's just me that can hear it and feel it. That's why I was playing these like really. there's just something. Here you go. Pass it on. There is a difference, but maybe it's just in my head.
No, man, look, you got it right. And to be honest with you, it's reassuring to know that people who've bought a full fat Silver Sky are getting a better guitar, or a guitar that feels nicer.
I wouldn't say necessarily that I would absolutely be happy to play that guitar anytime, at any gig, at any point. I mean, it's good for the money.
We are simply here to serve our loyal viewers.
Yeah, PRS.
I think that's the conclusion, isn't it? Is that you can go and pay. I bet there's not much change out of 3,000 quid now for one of these. Or you can pay, or you can have change from £1,000 for one of these. So you can pay 3 times as much if you want to, and get maybe 10% more, 20% more in terms of.
Again, it also depends on if you can use that percentage more.
I hate elitist now.
No, it's not the point. The point is that's why people buy Dumbles, because they know they get that bit more out of it. It might not be this much, might not be, but there is a 3 times, in my humble opinion, I would do that.
No, we always say that. I think
it's awesome.
Guitars generally in this price point are, if your objective when you're buying a guitar is to buy the best value for money, in other words, that the peak on that curve or whatever it is, the sweet spot on that curve that just goes, if you pay more, where do you sort of get disproportionately less good for the extra money you're spending? It's in and around this kind of, I guess that sort of £600-700 up to about £1,000. That's the sweet spot where the bestest stuff for the, and then and that's not to say that you don't get a better guitar if you spend more. It's just not 50% more doesn't give you 50% more guitar.
Analogy for the car is whether it's a 500 quid car, 4 wheels that takes you from A to B, or it's a 50 grand car with 4 wheels that take you from A to B. Bangonomics, ladies and gentlemen.
Bangonomics.
And then I can buy more guitars and pedals instead of.
Well, there is that. Okay,
I love it.
I think we've just got some more John Mayer inspired jamaroos to jam out with. We're coming to see John. I bought Pete and I tickets to go to the solo tour. Next, it's a long way away. Is it next March that we're going?
How am I going to pay you back for that?
Wow, guitar lessons by the sound of it. Right.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Come on. Okay, fine, fair enough.
Let's jam out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you very much for watching. Congratulations, Paul and John, on more fantastic guitars.
Yeah.
And
there might be some more coming.
Another video soon. Oh,
I mean, I'm not going to drop any things.
This is S style. Heaven forbid there'd be something with another letter of the alphabet, maybe shortly after S. Anyway, right. See you in another video soon. Au revoir.